Hello everyone, my name is Amanda, and during my placement year, I took on the role of marketing assistant for the London Symphony Orchestra. While my job is multifaceted, hands down, my favorite perk has been getting to attend every LSO concert for free. Over the past 7 months, I've been to more concerts than I can count on my hands, all while being part of a team that helps bring these concerts to life and attracting audiences to the concert hall. Through those experiences, I started to see concerts not just as music to hear, but as something we see, feel, and understand deeply, especially from a marketing and production perspective. In this presentation, I'll share what I've learned from both sides of the curtain. Classical music is often thought of as a purely auditory experience, something to listen to passively. But that perception began to shift for me the more concerts I attended. Sitting in the Barbican, surrounded by sound, I realized how visual and physical the music is. For example, you don't just hear a crescendo, you see it in the bows rising, the conductor's raised hands, the inhale before the impact. Sitting in the Barbican concert hall, I often found myself overwhelmed, in the best way, by the sheer scale of it all. You feel the anticipation in the silence before the first note. You notice details, the visual coordination of 80 plus musicians, the conductor's cues, how musicians react to each other, the rise and fall of each breath across the room. Music became immersive, and it made me realize how important presence and attention are to this art form. But what you see on stage is just the tip of the iceberg. Behind every LSO concert is a huge amount of planning and marketing. It begins with the season launch, where concerts are announced months in advance. I helped prepare web copy and assets, working under tight deadlines. It taught me how vital cross-team coordination is and how much planning goes into audience-facing details. In this image here, it is a screenshot from our 2025-26 season page from our website. Next comes the website listings, as there are many concerts to upload to the website. I uploaded and checked concert pages, making sure the information was accurate, readable, and engaging. The image on the left here is a drafted concert listing on the LSO website CMS. And next to it, the image on the right is what the concert listing looks like once it has been published to the website. It made me realize how small details affect a user's experience and their decision to book. In campaign planning, I sat in on meetings where we chose which concerts needed extra support, what the key messages were, and how to target different audiences. There were many different strategies, but the most successful ones were sending e-shots, as can be seen here on the left's image, where we sent out an e-shot during our Nozeta patch in April. And to the image on the right is a list of contacts, choir and choral contacts that we sent a bespoke discount to promote our different choral concerts at the start of the year. This showed me how strategic and creative thinking go hand in hand in marketing. Now, social content is where I got hands-on experience. Filming with artists, which can be seen here to the image on the left, and editing TikToks, which can be seen here to the image on the right, scheduling different posts for different social media platforms. I learned how to adapt quickly and how vital it is to engage and reach larger audiences through social media. We also commission editorial pieces throughout the season, including stories and interviews. Here in this image, this is our news and stories page on our website. I supported with editing and proofreading, which helped me understand how to balance informative and accessible writing, a skill I'll take into any creative role. Finally, there's program production. I helped design a few half-six fix print programs and various digital programs before concerts, often under pressure. In this image here, this is what it would look like when I would design a half-six fixed print program on InDesign. And then here to the image on the left, this is what the program would look like once it had been printed. And to the image on the right, this is a half-six fix program, that digital program that I put together for every half-six fix concert. It taught me about quality control, fast turnarounds, and attention to detail. All of this gave me a much deeper appreciation for how concerts are built from the ground up and how marketing connects people to music before a single note is even played. Now, one reoccurring conversation I've had with my friends is about the conductor. They often ask me, are they just waving their arms around for show? I mean, it's a fair question, especially if you've never seen a live orchestral performance. But over time, I've come to realize just how vital a conductor is. They don't just beat time, they shape the music. They guide the musicians through tempo changes, expressive moments, and complex transitions. Their physical gestures give cues that can't always be communicated through the score alone. Watching a skilled conductor work is like seeing music choreographed in real time. There's also this extraordinary sense of unity. The conductor and orchestra move together, breathe together, respond together. It's a relationship built on mutual trust. Even in large ensembles, there's a feeling of one shared intention. That cohesion and the live responsiveness simply wouldn't be possible without the conductor's direction. Reflecting on the past months, I've learned that concerts are more than just cultural events. They're carefully crafted experiences. Every element, from an Instagram story to the lighting in the hall, plays a part in shaping how audiences engage with music. Before this placement, I thought of concerts as isolated performances. I thought they were just musicians on stage, audiences in rows, music in the air. But now, I see them as the end result of a collaborative process that starts long before anyone steps into the building. There's strategy, design, storytelling, logistics, even psychology is involved, all geared towards creating an engaging and cohesive experience. What struck me most was the tension between visibility and invisibility, the public-facing glamour of the stage, and the invisible work that makes it possible. I found myself constantly switching between these two perspectives as both an audience member and a team member, and that dual view helped me develop a more critical understanding of what cultural work actually involves. From an academic standpoint, this experience has given me insight into how creative labor is distributed, how audiences are actively shaped through communication, and how art institutions construct value around their output. It's challenged my assumptions about what counts as creativity, and has helped me recognize the artistry in marketing, planning, and even admin tasks that support the live experience. Ultimately, I've come to understand that a concert is not just an artistic event. It's the result of months of preparation, marketing, and coordination. And yet, the audience only sees the final product, a fleeting 2-hour moment. That contrast between long preparation and instant impact is what makes live performance so powerful. Seeing both the front of the house experience and the behind the scenes mechanics has been transformative. I've developed a deep-rooted respect not only for musicians, but for the creative professionals who help shape how that music reaches the world. I've learned how vital it is to balance artistic integrity with audience engagement, and how much skill it takes to do that well. This placement has fundamentally changed how I think about music, cultural production, and my own career. I now see value in roles that aren't always visible, and I understand that cultural work is collective. It depends on communication, care, and coordination as much as it does on creativity. In short, this placement has turned me from a passive listener into an active participant, and that shift will stay with me far beyond my time with the LSO. Thank you for listening, and take yourself down to a concert hall very soon.